Yeah. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash. Yeah. I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie, I been gone. I know you see, I got the rings, homie, I been flown. Me and the team going for rings, that is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode, all on the world like Eco. I go crazy like CeeLo, can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico, can't be mine no repo. This my home like Depot, can't deny like Vito. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Hey, GPS, I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Get It Off Your Chest, number 91. My name is Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I know somebody said, didn't we do this yesterday? I think there was audio issues when I hit the playback, and I didn't want to risk it. So I went ahead and scrapped it, and I was like, we need to run this back anyway. And I think I like this format a lot better than where I was at. Time's in the building. Hey, blessings to you. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Absolutely right. We're gonna have one of those shows. But thank you for pulling up. Before we get started, you want more content like this, subscribe and share. Follow me on all social links are located in the descriptions. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 in the Cash App giveaway. Black Beauty is back. Grand Rising, sweetheart. How you doing? I think yesterday, and a lot of things was placating my membrane yesterday, where I didn't have the fortitude to really execute and focus the way I wanted to last night. On top of that, I played it back, audio issues, and I was like, nah, we're going to scrap this. We're going to try this again. And also, the link is pinned. Anybody's more than welcome to come in and chime on this conversation for the next 55 minutes. To be exact, for the next 55 minutes. You're more than welcome to hit the link. Now, y'all see the title? Sorry, I'm broke. Now, some people's like, so what's the point of the background? If anybody get pissed off and want to take it too far, well, that's why I have this background, as y'all can see. The red splatter symbolize the blood that will be leaking from your mouth if you get that irritated. The white substance is something I'm gonna leave on your girl if you don't stay in your lane. Yep, that's the type of time I'm on, ladies and gentlemen. In other words,
don't fucking fight with me, nigga! Rookie mistake. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
we're going to have a respectful conversation. And I'm going to ask all newcomers to please keep your emotions at bay. Because, like I said, that could be the red substance could be for you as far as blood dripping from your face. The white substance is going to be for your girl. I'm gonna let you, but like I said, since people are here, they ain't got you too much brain power to understand what I'm talking about. Everybody outside of the BTSI show, yeah, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. So let's get to it. Sorry, I'm broke. Sorry, I'm broke. This place was placated on an individual explaining what he did to his wife, what he had to do to his wife, a woman that he is married to 20 years and counting. So I think that context is important. So I'm a firm believer that the messenger matters. I said this, has it been a month? Yeah, I think it's been over a month. Yeah, okay, it's February because I'm still thinking it's January. I said this last month. The messenger matters. If you're trying to relay a message, you need to know your audience. Or you need to know a audience when it comes to dissecting words or a message that they need to grasp or they need to harness. I find that to be very important. My messaging, ladies and gentlemen, is not fit for all audience. So that's why I do not talk to people in the same matter or in the same blueprint or same template that I have constructed. What I say here may not translate well if I go to Sharaf's panel. What I say on Ham's show may or may not work here. And that's fair. The commonality is, what is the message you are trying to deliver? That's the commonality. So when you go to certain places, you're going to have to tweak your languaging. You're going to have to adjust your tone so the message can get through. Now, some people are going to say, "Nah, that's fake. That ain't real. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep 100. I gotta keep it to me. I gotta be me regardless." Okay, you're 100% to do that. Just don't go in that area. Just don't go over there. Don't go to that location, because your messaging is going to go over people's head. So what was the whole point of you talking? You wasted my time. You wasted your time. You wasted everybody's time. Should have kept that message to yourself or to your audience that you went ahead and curated for yourself. See, I had no problem with people that want to keep it 100 of their message, their delivery, and all that other stuff. All I'm going to say is you curate your audience around your voice, so that way you'll never have to change up and you can stay within your audience. Zero problem with that. And I know some people like to troll. They say, "Oh, you're saying that so people don't get successful and yada yada yada." No. Historically speaking, there has been plenty of people who has curated their own audience and they're doing just fine. So that way, when the public does backlash at them, it's very little to no effect. Andrew Schultz is always going to be a case in point. If you guys know who Andrew Schultz is, we covered him and Kendrick a couple of months ago. You know his style of comedy. Or if you don't know Andrew Schultz, you can replace Andrew Schultz with Dave Chappelle. They all come from the same cloth, which is the Patrice O'Neal. They curated their own audience. They get to say whatever they want to say. That way, the general public can't cancel them. The only ones that can't cancel them is their own audience if they decide to switch up when they come home. That's when things get shaky. Things to get a little bit milky. the perfect timing of Milky, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So if I never, when it comes to the way I deliver a message, if I if I choose not to switch it up or change it, then all I'm good for is right here. We're going to Puerto Rico in a couple of months. It will behoove me to, I cannot go there assuming everybody speaks English. And obviously I was told everybody doesn't speak English, but that goes without saying. What do I look like going up to somebody who only speaks Spanish, just like I only speak English, talking to them in the same language, the same manner, the same tone, expecting the same results? No, that's not going to happen. We're going to have to come to a mutual place, or I'm going to have to completely learn their language or quite frankly, I'm going to have to learn some Spanish because I'm in their house. I cannot make them cater to me. That does not work. I can't go to Russia and have them cater to me. No, they speak Czech over there, and you're going to have to learn their language. Same thing with Japan, Japanese. China, Chinese. Vietnam, Vietnamese, so on and so forth. When you go to other channels, when you go to other panels, think traveling. You're going out the country. You're going to have to learn their language to convey, so that way they can understand your message. The more important thing that you have to say versus shock value is the message. I think a lot of people miss that. They're so busy keeping it real that they think I'm going to get the results I deserve if I go over there. No, you're going to get the results that you negotiated, and you're going to fail and get the results that you're looking for if you continue to speak your language in another country. So when you go to these different spots, these different panels or whatever, I never say compromise your message. That's never what I said. And you never heard me say that in the past 12 minutes and 45 seconds that this stream has been rolling. What I'm saying is, when it comes to the message you're trying to get across, you're going to have to interpret your language a lot better. Otherwise, it's going to go over everybody's head. And what the fuck was that about? What was the whole point of that? You literally wasted everybody's time. So, with that, let's continue. And I think it's apropos that I post this, so nobody's confused where I'm coming. I'm going with this. Ideology is always the same. Christian, child of God, believer, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, I'm dressed. I'm not wearing this to church, by the way, but I'm dressed. It's important that I put that out there, because now we understand where I'm coming from and ultimately where I'm going. So there is no confusion moving forward. And actually, just in case, let me go ahead and get this out and put my AI to work just in case. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Do this and turn this down. All right, good. Just in case if I need to pull something up later and just read it out, I have it on standby. Now, when it comes to this the phrase I broke her, or I broke him, or I broke them down like a horse. What does it mean to break someone down like a horse? Let's see. Now, obviously, I know what it means, but I believe AI can articulate it a lot better than I can. So, let's see. Because, quite frankly, and that's another thing. Actually, before I even go and say, let me tell you something. As humans, we really need to stop comparing ourselves to animals. As the real apex predator, because we have a nice balance of strength and intelligence, we're really going to have to stop comparing ourselves to predators. Like, for example, because we already know how I feel about the term alpha male and where it stems from, and how Oh, not this. We're going to get to that. Give me 1 second. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to have to stop, knock it off. When it comes to alpha males, we all know where that stems from, that language stems from, and it comes from the idea of you comparing yourself to an animal, let alone a fictional situation. Meaning, are wolves real? Of course are wolves real. Is there an alpha leader in a pack of wolves? The answer is no. That has been proven. So when they use the term alpha male, although it's fake, it comes from the idea of you comparing yourself to animals. Can we stop doing that? Especially in this manner of breaking somebody down like a horse. That's wild. We need to knock that off. We are debunked that. And for those who don't understand the term breaking her down like a horse, refers to the process of subduing or controlling a person in a way similar. Oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry. In a way similar to how a wild horse is tamed. It often implies stripping away someone's independence, confidence, or resistance to make them more obedient. Now the sea word was kind of wild. That's what it means to break somebody down like a horse. Now this point, to get them out of their bad habits, to get their bad habits out the way. Okay, I get that. Now, as human beings, we all gonna have to go through some stage of getting quote unquote broke down. Now, follow me on this one, because this is completely different from the idea of breaking somebody down like a horse. Hold on. That's my guy, Cowboy. There are alpha males and some primates and lions, but that still goes to the fact that we need to stop comparing ourselves to animals, because we're the real apex predators based off of balance, smart intelligence, and strength. We have that already. Whereas primates, whatever, they have something, but not in comparisons to humans. They may be a little bit one-sided than the other. That's why they're stuck. They are stuck in the wild. Otherwise, they would have took over the whole planet. But that's a story for another day. But the idea of we all humans, all of us need to go through a stage of relieving ourselves of bad habits. Now, some people want to say, I grew up with a 2-parent household. I grew up with a solid father, or I grew up with a foundation based off of religious beliefs. So I don't need to go through any form of breaking down. And that might be true. There's a strong possibility for that. And to that, I say congratulations. And we'll get to that part later on in the stream. When it comes to bad habits, and we all have some bad habits, those bad habits need to be stripped away from us, because we don't want to build good habits on a bad foundation, because it's going to crumble, and so will all the good habits, and it's not going to stand. Anything attached to what you used to believe, what you used to think, and how you used to move needs to be disintegrated. It needs to be extracted from your possession. Now, there is a normal, I'm not going to say a soft way to go through this. It's a normalcy. Shout out to my friend. I'm pretty sure she's asleep right now. She's doing something. When we was having this conversation yesterday, she brought up the example of a cookie. She said, if your goal is to lose weight, and granted, if your goal is to lose weight, and you're eating a cookie, or your goal is to live a healthier lifestyle, and you're eating a cookie, you're eating it X amount of times, it's like, okay, here's all the stuff here's all the ingredients that's in the cookie. And with these ingredients, and baked at this temperature for this long, so on and so forth. I added the extra stuff in there, by the way. You can see how this is going to hinder you from reaching your goal. So that way, you're not telling them what to do. You're just showing them the outcomes of their decisions. And because you're doing that, you have broken them You have broken them down because now they know what they're doing. They know the outcomes, and they know where they're going to head to. And the decision is ultimately up to them if they want to change. That's a form of breaking down. That's just one form of breaking down. Matter of fact, that's the most digestible and respectful way to do it. Because you're not coming there and saying, oh, I did this, I do that. Oh, you do this, you do what I tell you to do, so on and so forth. Because in the process of breaking somebody down in a tasteful manner, like we just said, is to only build them up. And I think when it comes to this, that conversation, the issue is people are focused on the breaking down part, or they highlighting the breaking down part, and they're spending little to no time on the context of the process of building them back up. Now, pertaining to this conversation, did I see the entirety of that stream? No, I didn't. Did I see enough portions to have the context of why this conversation is placating? Yes, I do. Now, did I see everything in that first segment, especially, I won't say that. Did I see everything in that session? No. All I heard was, I broke you, I broke you, I broke you, I broke you, I broke you. And then later on, the context came. Breaking out of the bad habits. That's when the context came later. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're never, matter of fact, I never said this. I never said this publicly. I never said this at all. You're never going to hear me say I broke someone. Especially I broke the Michael Horse. You're never going to hear me say that, ever. Matter of fact, I would spend more time on the idea of how, if I had to reveal my personal life in that facet, I'm going to highlight how there were some bad habits, because everybody got bad habits. We'll get to the whole you are ready at the end of the line. That sounds good and all, but it's not the majority. The answer is no. So I get what people are talking about, but they need to relax. So if somebody has some bad habits and they are looking to rid themselves of said bad habits, I will highlight that more so on, because that's how you highlight change. That's how you highlight growth, if you choose to speak on this publicly. Because instead of focusing on how you got better as a person, they're focusing on how someone had to get a belt or get a whip, and they was just chastising you or physically disciplining you, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And it's like, okay, you did one half of that situation. What about the other half? Oh, I did it because they was acting out, but now they're doing good in the end. You had all that velocity, you had all that time to talk about what you did to somebody. Why not speak about what? Oh, yeah. Why not speak about how did they change? What was going on? What is the context of the conversation? That's how you deliver a message. And that's how literally I deliver messages when I go to other places, because sometimes you got to leave with the context. Because like I said, I have said this handful of times before, and I really mean it. There's not a lot of smart people outside of this space right here. My show, to be exact. I said I don't think when it comes to manosphere, black manosphere, red pill, or Fight Club sector, I have already said I don't think the audience is that smart. I've said that time and time again. I do not think they're that smart. So you're going to have to curate your message to not only for them to understand, but just so it's not taken out of context. I've said that plenty of times before, and not only do I double down, I triple down. And some people are offended by what I said. Like I said, the red splat is a symbol of your blood that's leaking from your face, and the white substance is something I'm gonna put on your girl if you have an issue with what I said. So, and let me keep it on time. It's only 8:57. Cool. Now, here's also let's go into deeper. Another reason why people are not that smart. I heard some of the people who co-sign the idea of breaking somebody, and I'll say, okay, what about the context of bidding them back up? No, this is what the word broke means. This is what the context means. This is what what all this phrase means. I say, okay, what about the context of rebuilding? Not to say no one hasn't, I have yet to hear anybody hang their hat on the idea like this person once moved one way and now they moved another way. And keep in mind, although this is gender neutral because anybody can be broken, man or woman, it doesn't matter. What I saw yesterday was another example of you guys remain behind the 8 ball and it's nobody's fault but your own. Nobody's fault but your own. Now, I wish I was available to go there and voice my opinion, but unfortunately, I wasn't. And also, at some point, it's like you guys are adults. You're gonna. I might have to let you guys fail on your own. You guys are gonna have to fail on your own because some of the decisions you guys make makes no sense. But to see the people that co-sign with the idea of breaking somebody down and not the reasoning, the context why you would break somebody down, which is actually more important than the phrase broke, to the point where you don't need to say I broke somebody down, especially I broke them like a horse. All you get to focus on, like, here's some habits that I notice. And these are some things that she wants to change. And if she wants to change, here's what I can do to help her. Here's what I'm willing to do to help her, because I don't want a person to be stagnant. I don't want a person to remain where they are. I want them to be a better person than the time that I met them. That would have been a beautiful story to focus on. That would have been a beautiful lesson for the crowd. So that way, no one could take what was said out of context. But the reason why it's taken out of context is because of the term I broke you, or I broke her like a horse. And like I said, what does it mean to break like a horse? Taming it for riding by getting it accustomed to human commands. Modern training methods focus more on building trust rather than forcibly breaking the horse's spirit. When people talk about I broke somebody, they're trying to break the spirit. And like you said, you're trying to break the spirit, the independence, the confidence, resistance, and whatever. My question is, why do you want to do that? People need I think adults. I might need a whole screen for this one. I believe adults need independence. We can agree on that. I believe adults need confidence. We can agree on that. I believe adults need some level of resistance to know when to say no. We can agree on that. If this is the 3 things that adults need, why would we break them? Why would we break them? If that's the 3 things that we know they need. You're doing yourself a disservice. Now, going back. Oops. Now, Now let's get to something that I heard on Venus's channel. Brittany B talked about you don't have to break anybody. Why don't you? Why are you trying to fix somebody that's broken? Pretty much, why don't you just find somebody that's already fixed? Now, I agree with that. That way, you don't have to break anybody. The only thing is, I would have to ask Brittany B this question: how many people are fixed? If you had to give me a percentage, how many people are fixed? That's that. That's just a I'll say hypothetical question. That is a thing. I just got a brain fart, but it's all good. I would ask. I do believe instead of breaking somebody, you need to find somebody that's already complete. The only thing is how many people are already finished. How many people's already complete? Nobody's 100% complete, and I mean nobody. I have yet to meet anybody that's 100% complete. There's always something wrong with somebody. So, with that being stated, ladies and gentlemen, the idea is, are you willing to search your whole life for somebody for a ghost or look up and run into a ghost? Or are you going to see somebody who is probably 90, probably 75% complete or 50% complete, and all you got to do is tweak one or two things, and boom, this is the person you're supposed to be with. It's up to the choice is always going to come down to the chooser or the person that wants to be in a relationship. Is this what you want to do? Now I understand the idea of your people who are looking for somebody that's 100% complete is always looking for the easy way out. They're not trying to do no work. They're not trying to put no time in. I get that, and there is some merit to that. But with regarding somebody that's not 100% complete, if you was to get a wrench, excuse me, a wrench, and tighten the knobs, you are going to um, cross that finish line just like that. That was a missing piece you need. Now you can take off and accomplish anything you want. So I agree with the idea of finding somebody at the finish line that's already 100% ready, but I also agree with finding somebody. Most people are not 100% complete, and a couple of tweaks here and there is going to make them complete for you. So I get it. I totally understand. Now, some people say not the literal sense, the figurative sense. Well, I still think the idea of breaking someone down like a horse is a little bit inhumane. While applied to people, it is often carries a negative connotation, suggesting manipulation, emotional or psychological pressure, or even abusive tactics to make someone submissive. This can happen in a relationship, workplace, or other power dynamics. You see why the terminology break somebody down like a horse is a bad idea. Now, when it comes to manipulation, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's amoral. Manipulation is amoral. We already went through this. But when you want to break someone down like a horse, being manipulative, being emotional, and having psychological pressure. Why do you need to have any type of emotional pressure or psychological pressure? What are we doing here? Or even abusive tactics, which obviously translate the word manipulation into the negative frame of things. So now when it comes to the term break somebody down like a horse, now you have all the context to say this is something that does not need to be said publicly. Now, some people are saying, what if his wife is okay with him talking like that? Maybe. But based off of how I move, because I don't bow down or cater to anybody, but based off of my beliefs, I just wouldn't want to do that to anybody because I don't want that done to me. And if you do that to me, especially publicly, I'm going to break you down physically. I'm going to break down, I'm going to puncture your lungs. I'm going to crack your ribs. I'm going to snap your finger. I'm going to make sure your nose is broken. And that's going to bring me the eternal pleasure that I've been looking for. I probably went too far, my bad. In other words,
Don't fucking fight with me, nigga! Rookie mistake. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
so, but that's neither here nor there. So, based off of my beliefs, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to. I don't believe in the idea of breaking somebody down on the literal stance or on the figurative stance. I do believe that if there is a bad habit that is at play, I think it needs to be presented. It needs to be articulated. It needs to be shown. And 1 second, the purpose of I need to go get a washingmachine. The purpose would be to break old habits while installing new ones. No, Cowboy, you're absolutely correct. The problem is they were so focused on the idea of breaking somebody down that they never got to the rebuild. I know the military does it. I know. They're so focused on breaking somebody down that they bypass the part of rebuilding them back up. It's like, oh, let's break these women down, especially let's break them down a horse. The reason why you break down a horse, a wild horse to be exact, is to tame them. It's to build them up to be as useful in this environment or this situation that you already have in mind. And obviously, on the figurative side, we already went through it. It's a form of manipulation, emotional or psychological pressure, even abusive tactics. It forms to make somebody be submissive. Now, here's the thing: submissiveness is a great thing when she wants to do it. When you don't force submission, it's a beautiful thing. I pray that I remember what I just said. So you don't think some of these women are wild? Well, I'm not in the business of comparing people to animals, but are they below? Are they below my standards? Yeah, there's women out there like that. Some people are so low that they're beyond reaching, and I don't even bother to focus breaking them. Like for what? I'm not a white knight. I'm not a white knight at all. So if I was to get in a situation or in a relationship and somebody has some bad habits, I'm going to see those bad habits more times than not before we get in a relationship. And it's up to the person to say, you know what, I think these are some things I want to change. And if they come to me and we have that conversation, then sure. I'll see how I can assist. I'm gonna see how I can help you. If this is your bad habits, here's what you got. Here what causes these bad habits. Here's what's going to happen if these bad habits continue. Now you have all the information that you need. So it's up to her to find a solution of how to rid of said bad habits so she can be a better person. And if people make improvements, then that means they might get on my radar a lot more than before. just because they made the work on, they made the change on their own. I didn't have to force nothing on them. I didn't have to tame them. I didn't have to break them. So that way, if they do get in a when, if or when they get in a relationship, if they do submit, it's because they want to do it, not because the man told them to do it, not because the man forced them to do it. That's that's how it's properly need to be done. Now, what was I saying earlier? I knew I was going to lose my train of thought. What was I saying earlier? Hold on, I might have to go back and do the replays and see because I was speaking on something and I forgot it that fast. Let me see something real quick. Let's see. People make improvements. These are some things I want to change. When are they below? I think when you don't force submission. Oh, that was it. Forcing submission. I'm sorry. When it comes to breaking a horse or breaking a human down, it is to get them to submit to you. Now you're forcing submission. Um, this idea of being of someone being submissive is a beautiful thing when it's organically done. And hold on, I'm gonna read that comment. Let me just finish this. The idea of someone submitting to you organically is a beautiful thing. Forced submission, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right. It doesn't taste right. It's just not right at all because you're holding somebody against their will, and they're gonna have to acquiesce to doing something that they don't want to do. So, if breaking somebody down like a horse, if you guys if you guys get nothing, get this. The idea to break somebody down, especially like a horse, is to force submission out of somebody. Why do you want forced submission? It is not a good feeling at all. Take take the gentleman out of the situation, him and his wife, because I'm not talking to them directly. I'm speaking to everybody because my message is for everybody. If you break somebody down like a horse, you're forcing them to submit. And why do you want forced submission? It sounds good, but I think reality is showing us something else. No, reality is actually showing what you said. There are women who you would consider wild. Yes, they are. I would just say if they are so far out of reach of, if they're so far out of reach, I would say just don't deal with them. I will honestly say don't deal with them. I don't deal with women that I don't like or that are just below my standards. I don't like so much so this is gonna come to a shot to anybody. It shouldn't. I don't even have sex with people. If I don't like you or I don't like what you represent, I'm not even gonna have sex with you. I'm good on that. Just to put that out there. I don't know. If I don't like you, I don't put my penis in you. That's just what it is. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people. I'll just keep it to this space. There's plenty of females in this space I don't like. I can't stand them. So much so that I don't even want to see them naked at all. I wouldn't want. I can't envision me in bed with them, even on a drunk night. Although I never got drunk, but that's intentional, by the way. Yeah, matter of fact, on Clubhouse, uh, mm, this I think I said this. This one person is going through it right now. She's one of those. She's one of those wild horses that that roams around. She's so far to reach. I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't care. Somebody said, "I'm just gonna bust her down one time just to humble her," thinking he was gonna get her to submit. That backfired on both of them. So I'll say that definitely backfired on both of them in this night 16. So the link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. I know This is, I know some people have some comments on that, but if you want to, while we still have less than 15 minutes, you guys more than welcome to come up. And Cowboy, you actually know this wild horse too. I won't say any names, maybe, but you actually know the horse. For lack of a better word, so like I said, we don't compare the Cubans to horse. I'll only use that for the example. And speaking of which, he is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys in the motherfucker. Cowboy, what's good?
What's up, man? What's going on this Sunday? I'm like forgetting the days. I've been working a lot, kid.
Chilling, man. About to go pick up Grayson, go to church. Super Bowl Sunday. Got the Eagles winning. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so I mean, my thing is, I know personally, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you talk about breaking women. To me, like even when I was young, I didn't want to deal with no virgins. I'm not trying to teach women nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to come as a woman already knowing stuff. But I think in reality, a lot of women are forced to be submissive, because I think a lot of human beings are forced to do whatever it is they do, whether it's because your religion says so and you believe in that, or, for instance, you don't work overtime because you want to, you work overtime because you need the money. The fact that you get up, if you get up early to go to work, do you like to get up that early to drive through traffic to get to work? Or do you do it because you're forced to do it because you're forced to make money? You see what I mean? So somewhere along it's like this illusion that we're just kind of free to do whatever we want to do. And for the most part, most human beings are forced to do things a certain way. So when you go to other countries and these women are, indoctrinated into being submissive, it's because they have to, because the way that those countries, the system is built, it doesn't cater to women. They take care of their women, but they don't cater to women because they like, the men have to provide, so we can't cater to you, and then tell the men to provide also. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, regarding other countries, because I want to keep it to the West, but if I had to touch on other countries, this is what they know to do. And usually most countries, I'm assuming you're talking about countries that, the religion doesn't matter, so I won't bring that into the conversation. This is all they know. As a woman of this village, this is how we move. And as a man of this village, this is how we move. They learn that from a child, and they not only they learn how to do it, they learn how to love it. And they learn how to take pride in what they're doing. Because they know, because they don't know anything else. So this is all they know. Whereas if you go to other countries, it muddy us the water, because so many options, so many outcomes. You start to infest the mind, infest the thought process. Whereas you go to these countries, this is all they know. This is how they move. There is no other option. As far as a man, this is what you need to do. As far as a woman, this is what you need to do. Now, how you get there, there's options regarding that, and people take pride and pleasure in that, and they can make fun of it. Whereas here, now we just get it back to the West. When it comes to the idea of submissive, there's multiple ways for a woman to submit. Now, like you said earlier, we don't deal with forced submissions because that's just it's nasty. It don't feel right. It feels like I'm a slave master and she's a slave. That's how bad it would feel. Now, I do, and to your point, and to what you said earlier, because I've been saying this, you need to come adult ready. Now, if we had to tweak some things, is the work put into it is so minute, it's not a big deal because the results are much greater than that. But the idea to break somebody down like a horse is to force submission out of somebody. And early and a couple of days ago when they were so focused on the idea of breaking somebody down that they forgot the rebuild process. Now, the person that said this, they eventually talked about the rebuild process, but ideally he did not spend enough time on it to where that overcame the message. That was the problem.
I mean, was he talking about this from a relationship standpoint? Like he's gonna get a
Yep.
woman and then like go through the. To me, it's a lot of trouble. It's a lot of trouble, and it's just like wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess if she wants to do that, she comes to him like you gotta teach me or whatever. But even if she's willing, to me personally, that sounds like work. And relationships already work, and I already gotta teach you how to make the grits right. Now I gotta teach you all this other stuff. Yeah, it's just too much to me.
Well, yeah, those are minute things. Like you teach that. That's something you pick up on your way traveling. Like teaching them how to cook. Well, not teaching them how to cook because they have to learn how to cook because they have to learn how to survive on their own before they met you. They'll be like, I like how you're cooking this. Can I tweak something a little bit? Let's add a little bit of seasoning here and there, and now taste it. And boom, now she learns something new. Just like vice versa, there's something you doing. She'll be like, okay, I like how you're doing that, but let's do this. Why don't you use this and tell me how that works? If it works, it works. It's not the idea of breaking somebody down like a horse. It's the sense of tweaking it. Like I see what you're doing. Let me present something, but that might be a little bit better. Let me build you up. It's all a building process, but people ignore that part because they like the idea of breaking somebody down. Because, like you said, as humans, to the humans that like to compare other humans to horses, they like the idea of breaking a wild horse. They like that idea, and they're so focused on it because they said all these women need to be broke down. It's like no. The women that you keep surrounding yourself. That might be different, but even then, I'm not forcing submission out of somebody that don't want to submit to me.
I don't know if because I wasn't there, so I don't know if they speaking on the general. I mean, American women in general,
I'll say this.
They need to be checked. But
I will say this: he did say that he broke his wife like a horse. He did say that, and
that sounds like cap for the app, sir. But everybody talk real tough, and then when you meet this wife, and you like let me tell you something. And this for anybody who ever listens to this, and remember this about Cowboy. If you say something about your wife to me, and then I meet your wife, I will bring it up. Because I think it's gonna be hilarious to me. I'm gonna look at her in her face. I'm gonna look at what she looked like, and I'm gonna look at what your face looks like. And to me, that's real live comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's like a American Dad episode or something. A Family Guy. It's funny to me. And my homies used to lie on their wives all the time. Oh, I couldn't ride the motorcycle with you, Cowboy. My wife told me to come home. And when I meet her, I said, why'd you tell him to come home that night? You knew he was out riding.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, and they're like, I didn't tell him to come home. He came home on his own, blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh, why you lying to your homeboy, homie? You see what I'm saying? I'm that dude. So, I'm not a backstabber. I let people know who I am up front. Mm-hmm. So a lot of dudes get on here and be capping. If I meet your wife, I'm going to bring it. Hey, I heard you broke you like a horse. Like, what do you have to teach you? Yeah, we're going to see what she say. These dudes be capping. I don't listen to nothing because I'm going to tell you the truth. And I didn't say it right away. As soon as you said break them like a horse, I thought of pimps. Mm-hmm. Pimps break hoes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because no woman comes into that profession ready to go. So they do have to be broken in, to do that, one way or the other. So to put that phrase along with a life partner that's what's weird to me. You know what I mean? But some of these guys are, I don't know, man. Some of these guys get a computer or they get an app and then, they get a phone and an app and then they just get to talking, No,
that is true. Now, a lot of people are disappointed in the person that said it because He has a loud voice, and people respect him in this sector. And it's just like he's gonna take a hit for that, and it's like, hey, it is what it is. Now, some people will say, well, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant to say. And on the other side, I'll say, let's say if that's the case, as an adult, you are going to be held responsible for the words you say. That's why I'm very meticulous with what I say here. I'm very meticulous with what I say anywhere else, because I know people are going to hold me to my words. That's why I say what I say, and I say it how I say it, so there's no way you can take me out of context. Like, I would never use the term I broke somebody, let alone broke somebody like the horse. I will focus on the rebuild process of maybe there is something that is holding him, or like, let's say there's something holding him or her back. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes for anybody and everybody. Let's be gender neutral. Let's add everybody. Let's say there's something holding him or her back. The rebuild process, or the broken process, is where, like I said, you get a screwdriver, you get a wrench, you turn it a couple knobs, and boom, you guys are ready to go. That's fine. But I like what you said, Cowboy. It equates, I know you said military, but it equates to like a hoe in a pimp. A pimp has to break a hoe down, all the way down. And yes, there is submission in the pimp game. There has to be. So that is actually a good analogy. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to use that moving forward. But
yeah, man. So you be running some real ones. Let me guess. Was this some Clubhouse talk, man?
No, this was on YouTube. This happened.
God damn. YouTube going down.
This happened on YouTube. Cause Cowboy, like I used to say, there's not a lot of paid actors. There's no paid actors on Clubhouse. I'm one of them. You're one of them. But do I want to say her name? Fuck it, I don't care. Mango. Do you remember Mango?
Yeah, I remember Mango. Oh man, she used to get on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Somebody saw her as a wild horse. Somebody tried to break her and tame her. And
what, on an app?
Real life.
In real life.
Yes.
Why would
let's just say that backfired on both of them, because it made its way back to Clubhouse. So now which is actually an example of, hey, this idea of breaking somebody is not going to work like you say it did. Okay, cool. I think I spot some more time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I gotta wait for him to. But see, that's an idea. When it comes to breaking somebody, this is not foolproof as people think it is, because someone was looking to check her or have her submit. Obviously, that didn't work, because she went right back to being who we know her to be.
But was this person even somebody to submit to? While he was breaking her down, was he somebody with a plan that involved her?
No, he just said he did it one time just to humble her.
What's he talking about?
Bust her down.
That's not breaking. That's
exactly.
Jesus jumped up. How old are these kids, man?
I don't know anymore.
that's not even what. He's like, he don't even know what he's talking about. Oh my God.
So, and I guess the question is, what happens to since the idea of breaking someone down a horse? When you break down a horse, what happens when the horse just doesn't want to cooperate? You know, let me look that up.
Dude, there's a video of it, and now really it's this guy's fault. You know what I'm saying? But this horse got killed while they were trying to mate him, and the guy was holding the male horse, a little bit too tight, and the female horse is always kicking. Man, she kicked the horse in the head, killed it.
The horse in the head?
Yep, the video. like bang, she kicked it in the horse because she tried to get away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do in the wild too. But this dude was holding the male horse, and she was kicking. She kicked him in the horse in the head. That horse, he came, dude. He came and pooped and died. I'm not making it up.
Wow.
What a way to go!
Yeah, because I remember we went horseback riding. I don't know how many years ago this was. I remember because you talk about kicking a horse and it dying. I remember I jumped off the horse and I accidentally because how I jumped off the horse, I just did a wild jump, like an athletic jump. Accidentally kicked another horse in the head, both feet. Man, the instant fear that came over my head, I ducked. I protected the back of my head, like, please don't kick me, please don't kick me. And I ran for my life because I thought I was gonna die that day.
I don't know why
But
you're jumping off horses. Like, how old were you?
no, how old? I don't remember. I was an adult. I'll say that. I was an adult. But
You live in high adventure, brother.
not because I never rode a horse before. That was my very first time. So, and my horse always wanted to be head of the pack, and I'm still a beginner trying to figure all of this out, and me trying to not paying attention to what I was doing, kicked another horse in the head, and I thought I was gonna die right there. Thank God that horse just took charged it to the game and let me go. So thank God. But the idea of taming a horse, like breaking a horse, that's not foolproof. Especially you want to figuratively speaking, that's not foolproof in and of itself. Homegirl is still homegirl.
How old is she again? Isn't she like early 30s or something?
Late 20s, early 30s, I think.
Like, she's who she is. Like, so what's this guy even talking about? Like, you would really have to take time.
I want to humble her. It's like, no. I'm like, man, I was like, stick a fork in that. That's done. Like, that is so far. There are some people that are so far gone that there's no type of breaking that you can do to, in this case, make them submit. Because you can't force submission out of somebody because that in of itself is predatory. So
yeah, that was, that whole, that dude was using sex as a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a problem. That thought process is a problem.
Yeah, a major problem, a huge problem. So, hey, I don't know what to tell people. This idea of breaking somebody, it just like I said, I would never use this terminology ever. Not even in conversation. Like I said, if I'm having this conversation, I'm gonna focus on the rebuild process. But if anybody says they're gonna break somebody down like a horse, you're trying to force submission out of somebody. That's why this is troubling. And I like what Cowboy said. A great analogy is a pimp to a hoe. I'm not calling him a pimp. I'm definitely not calling his wife a hoe because that is beyond disrespectful. But so is the term break someone down like a horse.
So how much money did he spend on her to humble her? You gotta think, like, again, dude, they be talking trash.
Regarding Clubhouse, I don't know.
Well, I'm just giving you food for thought.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because dudes will say all that stuff.
I just found out that day in my city. That was even more wild.
Dude, they'll run around, spend a bunch of money on the chick, this, that, and the third. And again, they cap for the app. They come back, tell one story, and who knows what stories Mango's got about this cat, That's another, and that leads me to another topic. Yeah, I don't mess with no app chicks. All your business gonna be out there. She gonna be talking about how you like your steak and everything. Nah, no, thank you.
And that was said. Like, don't mess with people. You don't. This is like people say YouTube, Clubhouse, or whatever. This is not a dating app. Maybe, but it can't. It can be. You just got to find the right. You just got to find the right people that's for you. Now, obviously, nobody that I'm affiliated with wants to rock with Mango in any type of way, shape, or form. So you would never see me. Excuse me. Trying to tame this chick or have her affiliated with me in any type of way. You're so far gone. No, that's not gonna happen. Go over there. So I don't have a. Whereas the apps is just like real life. You may find the person you're looking for. You just may find them. Might find them on the app. Might find them in the club. Might find them in all these unorthodox places. Now the probability about that is very slim, obviously, but don't rule out your options. Don't rule out your avenues to find somebody that you want to be with or somebody that wants to be with you. That's all I'm saying in that regard. But I get what you're saying about that, because I hear it from both platforms all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking from a more general perspective. It's like like American women are wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? But from a personal thing, like that's just weird. You know what I mean? Especially with the context that you provided to me. These dudes are weird.
Yeah, it really is. And now that I think about it with our conversation, that added another layer to this background. I don't know if you heard, but I know with this topic, I know it rubbed the people a lot of the wrong way. And because it rubbed people on the wrong way, I can bypass that and not care and still say what I want to say. And I said, if people get offended, the red blood is the blood dripping from the nose, and they still have a problem. The white substance is for when I'm gonna leave on their girl if they don't check their tone and wash their mouth. However, when we go into this conversation about breaking somebody like a horse, this background gives it another meaning now that I think about it. And like I said, what I'm saying has nothing to do with said individuals and that individual. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a general conversation, because I do not know any of them personally. I don't even know the wife at all, and we just keep it to a general conversation. When you break somebody's with like breaking somebody's spirit, there's gonna have to be a lot of, figuratively speaking, bloodshed, because you're gonna have to rip somebody from what they probably known their whole life. I hate this damn thing. From what they probably know their whole entire life. And the only reason why you're trying to shed the blood is to force submission, so that way you can do this whenever you want to. So now this makes this whole idea of breaking somebody even more nastier than I originally planned. Which makes this situation and some of the people in this space, especially the ones that try to defend this term without the context, even much more weirder than before. Just putting two and two together, just a thought. But other than that, people, because I know I need to be on the road, I'm gonna do one more thing before we go, ladies and gentlemen. Heads up, I am not a professional gambler, bettor, broker. Definitely not a broker. None of that. This is just my scores. These are my spreads. This is what I came to. If you choose to use it, that's a decision you decide to make. I'm not a professional in anything, so take this with a grain of salt. Today is the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the next 7 hours, Chiefs versus the Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the Chiefs winning 35-27. Point spread. There goes your point spreads, total points, and all that other stuff. That's just me. Anytime I use the system to get these numbers, I have not been wrong, although I only used it a handful of times to see what happens today. So, my Super Bowl for football fans, Super Bowl fans, I got the Eagles winning 35, and I got the Chiefs losing by only scoring 4 touchdowns, and them missing the field goal. That's just me. So y'all can take that with a grain of salt. That's what I believe the Super Bowl is going to be. So Cowboy, any other thoughts? Any words, man?
Nah, no more words of wisdom for. Well, here's some words of wisdom. You need to get a schedule, man. He's mad random. Like sometimes I catch you, sometimes I don't. You got some odd hours, kid.
Yeah, working 90. Yeah, I have. No, you're absolutely right. I just need to find a schedule and keep to it. I may have to do it. I may have to do it Thursday nights. Yeah, I may. Yeah, I may have to do it Thursday nights, just like because I do. Obviously, I do Wrestling Wednesday on the other channel. I need to do. I need to do this show on Thursdays. Like keep to it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I gotta keep to the schedule. It's very very difficult. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I'm going to because I need to get started on this dark psychology series that I want to start looking into. We need to definitely need to get back to 3 Rounds of Siege, and I have a project for the show, like maybe a 4-part series regarding feminism. Since I found out there's 4 waves, we're going to do a 4-part series, maybe 5, tying it all together. And we're probably going to do that soon. But you're right. I do need to start doing it Thursday nights because that's the only free time as of now that I'll be able to do it. So you're right. You was absolutely right.
Shit. When you talk about the ways, man, the guy that I know is like the expert on that is unapologetic. Unapologetic.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He be on that. But
He's got all the dates and the names and everything. This dude.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
he does. And I don't think YouTube is ready for unapologetic, especially this.
Man, shit. YouTube is ready for unapologetic. It's ready. YouTube is ready for a lot of people.
They're not ready for you, honestly.
What you mean?
They was like, man.
Man, I didn't bring up eating groceries once. Come on now.
God damn it. No, because like I said, I tried to there's a safe balance here when it comes to YouTube and Clubhouse. That's why I always put YouTube. Anytime you're here or anybody from Clubhouse was to come, I'll be like YouTube meets Clubhouse or Clubhouse meets YouTube, because they're going to understand. Although I've been on YouTube, as far as interacting with people, I come from the Clubhouse sector. So they don't know. I'll put it like this. There are most of the people on YouTube, there is a where is it? Hold on, let me see where I can find it. Did I delete it? Of course I did. But yeah, there is some people on most people on YouTube, there's a line that they can't cross. Clubhouse.
Yeah, if you want to be monetized, yes.
This was a great live stream. Thank you so much, and happy Sunday, Black Beauty. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you, and you enjoyed the rest of your Sunday as well. When it comes to YouTube, there is I know them well enough to say, like, you guys are only sticking to what you say, meaning you're only good for what you say. You're not really going to be about that action. Whereas Clubhouse, they had no problem getting to the shits at all. Yes, you have a few people, you met 2 of them, who will get to the shits without any problems. Whereas Clubhouse, choose your words carefully, because you will be found and you will be lit up. My time on Clubhouse, I'm aware of 3 people who are dead. 3, and the last one was in Alabama. So
See, I don't be on Clubhouse no more, man. Not that the way them dudes treated us, man. When I say us, I'm talking about black people. You know what I'm saying? The way the owners acted towards us. So I've been on fan base, man. I deleted Clubhouse.
yeah, I'm going to, because
But I'm gonna tell you like this: fan bases, you know, ain't no rooms getting boomed. I'm gonna tell you like that. People saying what they want. You know what I mean?
well, yeah, okay,
So
that's even better. But I still think that's an audio app meets a video app as of YouTube. I don't believe YouTube is ready for those on the audio, because the audio, they have to go above, not say go above and beyond, they're just to themselves. But like I said, when it comes to audio apps, there's 3 people who are dead in the last, when did I get on Clubhouse? September of 2021. 3 people are dead. Nobody has died off of YouTube yet.
I'm sure if you look it up, somebody has. You
And
know,
this, and who?
don't ask me. I have never looked it up. I'm
Oh, no,
saying
no,
if you
no,
look at
okay. Then now I'm gonna have to say, when it comes to Manosphere, Black Manosphere, Red Pill, and Fight Club sector, nobody has died yet. Nope, nobody has met up and got the shooting or whatever. Now they met up for
I
a
think
box.
it may be the potential. It may be the potential to make money. The amount of money you could make that you could potentially make on YouTube. You know, I think that distracts people from doing dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? These cats that pop up on Clubhouse, especially Clubhouse, fan base seems to be older. You know what I mean? So you've got more business professionals and, you know, people just living their lives. And even though, you know, we clash, you know, like, man, I ain't pulling up. Like, what you mean? Like, you know, so it's like, you know, I think it's when people stand the chance to make money, though, I think they tend to not do dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Because Clubhouse could put you in an end moment, you know, inward moment,
Yeah.
you know, for
No,
sure. Because I've had mine. You know, I'm not saying I didn't have a couple on fan base, but it wasn't the same as Clubhouse. You know, it would be me and that guy, and then you know, the next week we'd be on the same stage agreeing with each other. So it wasn't nothing like that. You know, so um, yeah, I think it's just a matter of it's probably the money factor when it comes to YouTube. You know.
yeah, and that's why I said there's no paid. YouTube is a bunch of paid actors, whereas Clubhouse or any audio app for that matter, there is no paid actors.
Yeah, people are who they are. You know. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people say the wrong thing though, man. I say you gotta watch how you talk to people because some people don't have some people have time on their hands. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's like I don't. Sometimes people do piss me off where I do want to go find them, but I got things to do, so I don't. You know, so
Well, you know me. It's always the same with me. 5085 West Timer Road, Houston, Texas. God, I would love somebody to answer that call one day, but nobody does.
some of these cats talk real big, and it's just like,
And
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 some of them,
also,
some here right here in Georgia, and I'm like, shoot, you know what you talking about, you
oh,
know, but.
and also because there is somebody on YouTube, a salute to DJ Hamp. He does organized boxing events. Now nobody wants to call anybody out.
There,
'Cause
there's a gym like that here in Georgia. I think it's Tap Out or something like that. But yeah, you could go and sign up, sign the little release. You know what I'm saying? They say you don't need no experience. It's like so anytime somebody would meet up in the ring, it's like we can, you know, hash it out. You know what I'm saying? Sounds
right.
like a good time. You know, bring the cameras. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you, because I remember somebody asked, "Will I ever do any of this organized boxing?" Now, the first time I said I'll make an exception for 2 people, because ring shape is ring shape. Like I'm gonna need at least 6 months to a year to get an actual ring shape, but I said I will make an exception for 2 people. That list has grown since then, but when somebody brought it to me, I said, well, nobody was stupid enough to say my name, so I'll leave it alone.
Mm.
So now that we know the opportunity is there and no one's calling my name out, I think that's a good sign that we can all be adults and have a peaceful conversation, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, either we're gonna meet in the gym or we'll battle it out with the words, you know. But yeah, people don't want to. They don't want to go to the gym no more. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. That's that's all fair.
But yeah, no, I think some people are ready, especially when they got the scholarship. With it would just be a matter of because he's a busy man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like Black Man, he's big. So it's just a matter of getting those guys, scheduled to come in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To drop the knowledge.
Black man. Yeah, Black man been here. Well, through a simulcast of Clubhouse. So something about debunking the narrative of the Black community, and that was part two of that situation, which was what was that stupid shit we debunked?
Oh, debunked a
Black
bunch of stuff.
femicide, Black femicide. There.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember when he did that one.
Yeah, so he did that. He did that in my room on Clubhouse, and I wish I had that room, but it's all gone. He did it on my room Clubhouse, and I thought we needed to run it back for YouTube, and that's what we did. So it's still on there. We might need to revisit that one day, but whenever my schedule clears up, I'm definitely going to reach out to Black Man.
Shit, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, but I'm over on fan base, man. You're gonna have to shit.
Yeah, I just re-downloaded the app and signed into it again. So I'll definitely be back over there because some of the conversations on Clubhouse it goes nowhere. Some of the conversations on YouTube doesn't go anywhere. Even in Discord when they have conversations, it's like, what are you guys talking about? This is why everybody does not need access to the internet. So we'll see. I'm about to start making my way back and make my way around things. But like I said, it's getting to the point where I'm just gonna isolate myself and stay here. Now I know somebody suggested that I go everywhere. This is what I get for. Well, I'll be nice and not say that out loud. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm just gonna have to remain here, like continue to watch from the clouds. But it's like there's no point of me engaging in this conversation because there's no sign of intelligent life anywhere type of ordeal. So I'm just gonna have to bring it here and stay away from certain places. So I'll put fan base back on. I'm back on it right now. So you'll definitely be seeing me in there a lot more.
It blew up a bit more when the TikTok scare happened. A bunch of people rushed over. So a lot of people discovered fan base because TikTok was not working for a little while because it was shutting down, in America. So, you got more people on there.
Yeah.
So and Isaac he keeps building it, So when they get more people, they build more, they add more features, you know what I mean? So, they've been rocking with it, It's a slow but steady kind of build with fan base.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. And salute to Isaac Hayes the third, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Isaac Hayes the third. And also I'm on Chatter as well. And a lot of people
I've not been on Chatter. I've heard about it.
it's very positive, very, very, very positive. And I will go there. I know that one day it's going to convert to Clubhouse-ish because it's eventually going to have to not be invites only. It's going to have to let everybody in. I still got all my 10 invites. So much so that if somebody's asking me for an invite, you're going to have to pay me because I already know you're going to come up here and muddy shit up. So I might as well get a check out of it. But if I don't know you or if I don't trust you, you're getting charged. The only person that there's only a few people that's gonna get the homie discount, and that's for the low free 99. And if you ain't the homie, you're not getting in without paying. That's just my take on that.
All right. But for now, you can message me on if you got the fan base app, you can message me on there, or you can message me on Instagram because I'm still on Instagram.
All right, man. Okay, I'm back on Fanbase now, so we're good. We're gonna definitely be in contact, man.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Later.
Hey, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, salute to Cowboy for pulling up and engaging in the dialogue. I hope you guys learned something today regarding this idea of breaking somebody like a horse. Now, I had my thoughts coming into this, and through conversation, my thoughts have since then evolved to the point where it solidifies my taking on the idea of breaking somebody like a horse. It's like you're gonna have to stay away from this comparison, stay away from this analogy, and also keep an eye on the people that wants to keep their thought process after receiving new information, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye on those who want to fight hard to hold on to it, hold on to something that they know is detrimental, something that they know that doesn't work or is not conducive at all. While you're having conversations with those type of people, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for that and pay attention. And when you see that, come back and talk to me and we'll have a conversation. Because I think we need to, it's time to make some changes regarding that. So, yeah, we're going to have to start because I have a problem with people who receive new information and they just want to stick to their old ways. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to implement this new information, but just know that I'm watching you. And that's a telltale sign. If you want to continue to fail, then okay, that's your prerogative. I'll leave it at that. So start keeping an eye out for people like that moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get out of here because I can. I think I might have enough time to. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Oh well, I think we can do that after church. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go get my son. We're gonna go to church, and then I gotta come home, get situated, and get dressed, go to work while I'm watching Super Bowl. Obviously, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, regarding the Super Bowl, I do believe that the Eagles are going to win 35 and the Chiefs are going to lose. It's going to be 35-27. Obviously, point spread and total points give it 0.5. So, like I said, I'm not a professional gambler, not a professional bettor. You make your own bets on your own fruition. That is your choice. I ain't force you or persuade you to do anything. These are just mine. I just did this for fun, nothing official. All right. All right. So, on our way out, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, hit the like button. Dislike, hit the dislike. Subscribe and share. If you have a comment, and I know this is a topic that may rub people the wrong way. Not really the historically speaking, not really the women, but more so the fellas, because this is not what they were. This is not what they're expecting. This is not the angle they thought was gonna be presented. Hey, it is what it is, but the comment section is open. Leave your comments right there and we can have a conversation. A respectful conversation. Because like I said, the blood is what's gonna be dripping from your head. And this white substance is what I'm gonna put on your girl. So please be respectful in the comments. Follow me on all social media. Links are located in the description. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one local person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. BTSI show, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys later, hopefully Thursday, and peace out. Enjoy your Sunday.
Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I never crash. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Yeah. Hey, GPS. I got goals, I know where to go, so I'll never crash.
It's a mess. But hey, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.